Memory loss and confusion. The main symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. There is no cure, but a new investigational medication, it could slow the progression of this disease. With more on this is Dr. Marwan Sabah. He is the leading research and principal investigator for this Alzheimer's study. Great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
First off, what is Alzheimer's and how many people are diagnosed each year?
Right, so Alzheimer's disease is a progressive degenerative disease of the brain, more common in the elderly, causes a loss of memory, which eventually affects their daily functioning. It is very common. Over 5 million Americans have it, 150,000 in Arizona.
So what is the STEADFAST study that is giving you so much hope?
Right, so we're doing a lot of studies, very exciting studies at Barrow Neurological Institute, and I would love to spend all day telling you about all my studies, but the STEADFAST study is looking at an investigational drug that could slow the rate of progression in people with mild Alzheimer-type dementia. You know, there are a lot of drugs in development. We're very excited about the future of Alzheimer's, but this is one that is in the final stage right before it's approved.
So what is this trial looking for? What are you looking for when you're calling patients?
Right. We're looking for patients who are in the mild symptoms of Alzheimer-type dementia, so early in the dementia, and we're looking for people who don't have other kinds of conditions that could contribute. It's an oral medication. They would take it for every day for 18 months. They'll get scans and blood tests, etc., to determine if it's slowing the progression.
So we're seeing some ladies working out. Is there anything we can do to prevent us
or
lessen the chances of us getting Alzheimer's?
Absolutely, absolutely. We know that by the time somebody has the dementia, they've already had changes in their brain up to 25 years before the first day of forgetfulness. So we are really pushing, myself and other opinion leaders in the field are pushing to really emphasize prevention, and exercise is one of the many, many things you can do, altering diet as well.
What about symptoms?
Symptoms. So if you come to me and you're, saying the same question over again, and we have just talked about it, that would be something I'd worry about. If you've lived in the same area and you're now getting lost in that area, that would be something I'm worried about. If there was something you were able to do very easily, now you're struggling to do, these would be the kinds of things I would worry about.
And those are some trigger points that we as family members can start looking for, right? If one of our loved ones starts repeating him or herself. What about the fatality rate? Can Alzheimer's kill you?
Yes, Alzheimer's can kill you. And the funny thing is, people say you don't really die from Alzheimer's disease. You may die because you're in the bed with a bed sore, an infection, or pneumonias, etc. But the reason you're in the bed to begin with is because of Alzheimer's. It is now the 6th leading cause of death.
That's scary.
It is scary.
The 6th leading cause. You're leading this study. You're leading the STEADFAST study. As the leader of this research, and I know you're very excited, are you optimistic that this really could be the medication that slows the progression?
I am optimistic. I will say to you that we are looking in the very near future that Alzheimer's goes from a terminal disease, as you know it, to a chronic disease like a diabetes. We will manage it that way in the future. People will be diagnosed and they'll get their treatments. There are not one but several drugs that are nearing the final approval. The STEADFAST study among many.
That's so exciting.
It is very exciting.
How many years are we talking about?
We're talking that the first drug could be on the market, not necessarily this study, but on the market by next year.
Wow.
But we could see at least 3 or 4 drugs in the next 5 years.
And so you were saying that, coming in early, if you're starting to feel 25 years, you said, a lot of times before you even know you have it.
Well, that's the change in the brain. You may not even be aware those changes are occurring.
Okay.
But as soon as you start to be worried or aware, or family members are saying, gee, I think that's something we need to check out, they should go seek medical attention. Come see us at Barrow.
And how many sites are doing this study?
So nationwide, about 60 sites are doing the STEADFAST study, 4 in Phoenix, 1 in Sun City and 3 in Phoenix.
Well, we're certainly rooting for you. Thank you
very
so
much.
much for your incredible research and your insight. And hopefully a year from now, we'll be having a different conversation.
I hope so too.
Great, great. Well, to learn more about Alzheimer's research, please contact the Alzheimer's Disease and Memory Disorders Division. They're at Barrow Neurological Institute by calling 480-267-9105. That's 480-267-9105. Or you can visit the website livingsteadfast.com.